Hi everyone, my name is Asna Jain and I'm a psychologist, a certified hypnotherapist, and a dream analyst, and I'm a PhD scholar in psychology. This is my YouTube channel where we talk everything about psychology. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today, we are back with another topic that was highly requested on the Instagram account, and that is how to maintain a work life balance. So, if you are also struggling to maintain a balance between your personal life, your social life, and your work life, then please keep on watching. So, let's start by talking about the topic work life balance होता क्या है. सो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस का मतलब ये होता है कि कई बार अपने काम की वजह से हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ सफ़र करती है और हमारे पास काम का इतना ज़्यादा प्रेशर होता है कि हमें एक फीलिंग ऑफ गिल्ट होता है या फिर हमें ऐसा महसूस होता है कि हम अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ को, जिसके अंदर हमारे फ्रेंड्स आते हैं, फैमिली आती है और हमारा लेजर टाइम आता है, हम उन चीज़ों को इन्जॉय नहीं कर पाते हैं. रिसेंट में पैंडमिक हुआ, लॉकडाउन हुआ और उसकी वजह से काफ़ी लोगों ने वर्क फ्रॉम होम पर शिफ्ट किया और उसकी वजह से लोगों ने ज़्यादा फील किया कि उनका वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस हट गया है, क्योंकि वो लोग 9 घंटे की जगह 12-12 घंटे जॉब्स में काम कर रहे थे. वो और उनके स्पाउसेस सब लोग घर में ही थे, तो जो पूरा एक बैलेंस था, एक डिविजन बिटवीन वर्क प्लेस एंड पर्सनल लाइफ स्पेस था, वो सब कुछ खत्म हो गया. एंड रिसेंटली देयर हैव बीन इंक्रीजिंग कंप्लेंट्स ऑफ अ डिस्टर्ब्ड वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, एंड शायद इसीलिए ये वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा रिक्वेस्टेड थी और आज हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. मैं आप लोगों को कुछ टिप्स बताऊंगी जिसके थ्रू आप लोग एक वर्क और लाइफ और अपनी सोशल लाइफ के बीच में एक बैलेंस क्रिएट कर सकते हो, ताकि आपको बेस्ट ऑफ बोथ वर्ल्ड्स मिले, क्योंकि काम भी बहुत ज़रूरी है एंड ऑफ कोर्स पर्सनल लाइफ भी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. तो कुछ टिप्स के बारे में बात करते हैं. तो सबसे पहले मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी दैट डू नॉट मेक द वर्क विलन. कहने का मतलब ये है दैट अक्सर जब भी हम लोग वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस के बारे में बात करते हैं, वी ऑलवेज हैव कंप्लेंट्स दैट आई स्पेंड सो मच टाइम ऑन माय वर्क. मैं इतना ज़्यादा काम करता हूँ, मेरे काम की वजह से मुझे अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ के लिए टाइम नहीं मिलता है. माई प्रोफेशन दिस, माई वर्क दिस, माई बॉस दिस एंड दैट एंड दिस एंड दैट. आई कम्प्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड कि जो डिमांड्स होती हैं हमारी वर्क प्लेस की, वो हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ में इंटरफेयर करती हैं. लेकिन क्या वर्क ज़रूरी नहीं है? Of course, work is very, very important, and we do 15 years of education or 16 years of education to be able to earn, to be able to work. और ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जिनको एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेशन का पैशन होता है और हम लोग बचपन से सोचते हैं कि मुझे यही बनना है और उसके लिए हम लोग बहुत मेहनत करके बनते हैं. तो क्या अगर हम लोग उस जॉब में जाने के बाद या उस प्रोफेशन में जाने के बाद अगर हम उस काम को विलन बनाएं कि यार इस काम की वजह से मेरे को अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ के लिए नहीं मिलता है टाइम, तो क्या वो सही है? आई विल नॉट से दैट आई एम डिनाइंग द फैक्ट दैट वर्क इंटरफेयर्स इन द पर्सनल लाइफ. डेफिनेटली इट समटाइम्स डज, लेकिन वी नीड टू स्ट्राइक अ बैलेंस बिटवीन द टू, एंड आर मोटिव शुड नॉट बी दैट आई एम नॉट गिविंग एट ऑल टाइम और एनर्जी टू माई वर्क एंड आई एम ओनली enjoying माई पर्सनल लाइफ. तो सबसे पहले मैं यही बोलना चाहूँगी दैट वी हैव टू स्टॉप मेकिंग आवर वर्क अ विलन, अ बैड एंटिटी, बिकॉज इट इज़ इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट जितनी इम्पॉर्टेंट हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ है. बिकॉज अगर वर्क नहीं होगा, सो हाउ विल वी बी एबल टू मेंटेन अ लाइवलीहुड. हम अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में जो लग्जरीज इंजॉय करना चाहते हैं, हम वो लग्जरीज भी इंजॉय नहीं कर पाएंगे अगर हमारे पास वर्क नहीं होगा. तो ऑलवेज रिस्पेक्ट द वर्क दैट यू आर डूइंग and do not make it a villain. Your aim should be to maintain a balance between the two and not to reduce the work or in any way to demean the work that you are doing. The second thing that I would like to tell you guys is that just how we should not bring our work back from the office to the house, similarly, we should not take our personal lives from the home to the office. कहने का मतलब ये है कि जिस तरीके से हमारी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ में इंटरफेयर करती है, सिमिलरली कई बार हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ भी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में इंटरफेयर करती है. उससे क्या होता है, इफ आई had a fight at home, or if I've had an argument at home, or if somebody at my home is not well, so I am carrying that stress and anxiety to my workplace, और उसकी वजह से I am not able to give my 100% on the workplace. उसकी वजह से क्या हो सकता है कि मुझे वर्क पर इरिटेटेड फील हो सकता है, लैक ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन फील हो सकता है, मेरी प्रोडक्टिविटी नीचे जा सकती है, जो मेरे टारगेट्स है वो मैं मीट नहीं कर पाऊंगी, because maybe जो personal baggage है that I am bringing to the workplace. And similarly, as it is very commonly said that never bring your work from the office to the home, that also holds true. कि अगर आपके साथ वर्क प्लेस पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई है या फिर आपकी कोई डेडलाइन है जो आप मीट नहीं कर पाए हो, सो दैट ऑल्सो यू शुड नॉट ब्रिंग टू योर होम. बट अक्सर हमें ये एडवाइस दी जाती है दैट यू शुड नॉट लेट योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ इंटरफेयर इनटू योर पर्सनल लाइफ. बट मैं आपको उल्टा एडवाइस भी देना चाहूंगी दैट नेवर लेट योर पर्सनल लाइफ हैव any kind of an impact on your professional life, because again the aim is to bring a balance between the two. Another very important thing that I would like to tell you guys, and I do not know how to emphasize its importance because it is so important, and it is that you should take small breaks. Now by small breaks I mean two things. Of course, जो हमने पिछली वीडियो में भी बात करी थी, that you should always take small breaks in between because it also increases your productivity and it reduces burnout. So अगर आप 5 घंटे या 6 घंटे लगातार काम कर रहे हो, so that is going to lead to physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion, and ultimately a state of burnout. But if you are taking small breaks in between, doing something that you like, maybe going out for a walk for 10 minutes, or maybe going out and standing in the balcony, or maybe going out for a walk with your friends, or speaking to somebody on the phone, that is going to relax your mind, and that is ultimately going to increase your productivity. But second thing which I mean by this thing is also that कई बार हम लोग wait करते हैं that I'm going to work so much in continuously. I'm going to work for 6 months and then I'm going to take a break. I am going to go away for a weekend getaway. But that is not how it should be done. How it should be done is that you are working 9 to 5 every day, at least 6 days a week you are working. So what I would suggest is that go out for small breaks. After office, go for a dinner someday, or on the weekend just go out for a lunch someday with your family. You do not have to wait till you become exhausted and burnt out to be able to take a small vacation. सो स्मॉल वेकेशन का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि हम अपनी स्टेट से या सिटी से बाहर जा रहे हैं. इवन गोइंग आउट फॉर अ कॉफी विद योर वाइफ, और इवन गोइंग आउट फॉर अ डिनर विद योर फैमिली और योर फ्रेंड्स इज वेरी रिफ्रेशिंग एंड वेरी नीडेड. उससे क्या होगा कि हम बर्नआउट की स्टेट में पहुंचेंगे ही नहीं. यूजुअली वी वेट कि जब हम बिल्कुल बर्न आउट हो जाएंगे, जब हम बिल्कुल थक जाएंगे, हमारी मेंटल स्टेट एक्चुअली अफेक्ट होने लग जाएगी, तब हम सोचते हैं कि कम ऑन नाउ इट्स टाइम टू टेक अ ब्रेक. But why do we have to reach that? Because the goal is to improve the overall quality of life, and your overall quality of life is going to improve if you work on making every day a good day. So you do not have to wait for it. You should in fact go for coffee breaks or dinners or brunches with your families and your friends regularly during the week, in the weekend, however it suits you. Another important thing that I would like to tell you guys is creating boundaries. So on YouTube only I have a very small video as to how to create boundaries. I would suggest that you people should go and visit that as well. But when we're talking about boundaries, sometimes what happens is that when we come back to home from our workplace, our colleagues keep on calling us, or somebody from the office or somebody from the workplace keeps on calling us, and this keeps us engaged in the workplace even when we do not want to get engaged, and even when we physically come back. उससे क्या होता है कि हमारी फैमिली भी फ्रस्ट्रेट होती है कि you are always on the phone, you are not paying attention over here, and actually it becomes difficult to pay attention to the task that is at hand, which is getting indulged and involved with your family. So what you can do is that you should always create verbal boundaries at your workplace. You should always you can try that you have two separate numbers for your personal use and one for your professional use, and if the nature of your job allows, you can switch that number off, so that people know that okay, now working hours are over and now this person has switched off their phone, so it means they are not available professionally. बट कई बार हमारी नेचर ऑफ जॉब ऐसी होती है दैट इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल और इट इज़ नॉट feasible for us to switch off our phones, and sometimes we have to take the calls. In that case, you can instruct the staff at your workplace that in my absence these are the things that you can do. But if things get out of hand completely and there's a case of emergency, then obviously you can reach me. Now, ये करने से क्या होगा? The other person also gets a sense of boundary that okay, I am not supposed to reach him or her even for small hassles. And of course, if there's an emergency, that is the demand of your job. Going back to point number one, do not make your work a villain. It is something that we all have worked very, very hard for. Then you have to take the call. But in that case, also you can let your family know that okay, if I am getting a call, if I am getting two calls, it is extremely important, and it is in the case of emergency only that I'm getting a call. But if the nature of your job allows you to detach yourself once you are home, then you should definitely detach yourself and avoid taking any work calls, avoid checking your mails on the phone, and just spend your time with your family when you are at home. Be mindful of it, and when you are in your workplace, give your 100% there. So be mindful for being productive and giving your 100% in the workplace. So wherever you are, you should be mindful and you should focus on giving your 100%. Another tactic that can be applied is that we all have certain number of leaves which are assigned to us if you are in a corporate sector. And what you can do is that you can use your leaves judicially, and in case there is an emergency at home, then you can use that leave. So उससे क्या होगा कि sometimes a family member falls sick, or sometimes there's an emergency, or sometimes there comes a very random and a spontaneous function which we all want to attend, but हमारे पास लीव्स नहीं है, हमारा बॉस गुस्सा करेगा. So if you have a few leaves which you have kept for emergency times, and in case any of these things happen, you can also please your family, you can also please yourself, and you can enjoy that time or make yourself available in case of an emergency, family or a health emergency, and your work will also not suffer. So this is something on a very practical level that can be done, that you should always have a few leaves which you can use in times of emergencies. Another very practical thing that can be applied is that while you are choosing a profession or while you are choosing a job, choose it very wisely. So if you are a kind of a person who likes to give a lot of time to your family, or who just doesn't like to give any extra time and energy to your job, which is also fine, then you should always choose a job or a profession which doesn't require your presence for longer durations of time. For example, doctors, for example, policemen, firemen. These are some professions जिसमें इंसान को कभी भी जाना हो सकता है. These are the professions जिसमें usually long duration of shifts होती हैं, and जब इंसान घर वापस भी आते हैं तब भी वो बहुत ज़्यादा exhausted and tired होते हैं. So if you are one person जिसकी family को शायद ऐसी need हो कि आपकी physical presence की ज़्यादा need हो for any XYZ reason, or if you do not want to give so much time to your profession and you are a family person, then you should avoid taking any these kinds of professions. And also when you're appearing for any job interviews, or if you are having your own business, you should then be very wise in choosing the kind of job that you are looking for, because there are some jobs, there are some organizations which are very प्रोफेशनल अबाउट इट, दैट यू नो इफ 5 o'clock तक का ही वर्किंग आवर्स है, देन आपको हम 5 o'clock फ्री कर देंगे, अदरवाइज यू विल गेट you know paid extra for it. So that makes sense for it. But so you should always choose those sort of jobs. But if you are somebody who's very passionate about being a policeman or being a doctor or being in any kind of a profession, then it is absolutely okay. You do not have to feel guilty that I am giving so less amount of time to my family, but I'm enjoying so much at my job, and I want to do it for 24 hours straight and stuff like that. So you do not have to feel guilty. It is a choice that only you can make. It is a decision that only you can make. So you do not have to feel guilty even if you are giving more time to your job, and if you are happy about it, and if it is not affecting your quality of life. So this is a decision that you can take, of course, in mutual consent with your family, but ultimately you are the one who is going to take this decision. So never feel guilty for enjoying your work, never feel guilty for being in one profession, and never feel guilty for enjoying your job and loving it and giving your time and effort. It is absolutely okay, and it is absolutely normal. Another very important thing is actually that you should keep at least 15 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour for your leisure activities or for doing something which makes you feel productive and purposeful in life. So, for example, some people like to sketch, some people like to spend time with their plants, some people like to play, but they are not in these professions. So, it is advised that when you come back home, you should at least spend 15 minutes or 30 minutes doing something which makes you feel like you have a purpose in life और समथिंग विच मेक्स यू फील प्रोडक्टिव. इससे क्या होता है कि हम अपनी जॉब से अपनी फाइनेंशियल नीड्स फुलफिल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर हम 15 to 30 मिनट्स अपनी पसंद की किसी लेजर एक्टिविटी में या किसी हॉबी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो उससे हमें एक मीनिंग मिलता है लाइफ में, हमें उससे एक पर्पस मिलता है. वो एक ऐसा भी तरीका होता है जिससे हम अपने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को, जिससे हम अपने इमोशंस को चैनलाइज कर सकते हैं इन अ प्रोडक्टिव वे. So this is highly advised and you should definitely include this in your day-to-day routine. And with this, we come to the end of this video. One thing that I would like to add is that though I have tried to make these advices and tips as adaptable and as general as possible, but we have to understand that everybody's attitude towards life is different, everybody's financial circumstances are different, and everybody has a unique personality and a unique set of life situations. सो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि ये सिचुएशंस आप ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करोगे तो आपको मदद मिलेगी ही मिलेगी, लेकिन मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि ये एडवाइसेस फॉलो करने के बाद आपको डेफिनेटली हेल्प मिलेगी, आपको ओवरऑल क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ इम्प्रूव होगा एंड यू विल बी एबल टू स्ट्राइक अ गुड बैलेंस बिटवीन योर पर्सनल लाइफ एंड योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ. लेकिन अगर उसके बावजूद यू फील वेरी डिस्ट्रेस्ड और इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग विच इज़ concerning you, which is causing distress to you, then it is advised that you see a mental health professional. एंड विद दिस वी एंड दिस वीडियो. अगर और कोई टॉपिक है जिस पर आप कोई भी वीडियो देखना चाहते हैं तो प्लीज़ कमेंट इट डाउन बिलो एंड सब्सक्राइब टू दिस चैनल. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.